That's why college basketball is the best sport on the planet. If there's anyone who's watching this who thinks the NBA is better than college basketball, I just feel sorry for you. I don't know how you can think that way, but fantastic game. I thought both teams played relatively well. Neither team shot really that well. Both teams shot, I think Purdue shot 31% from three. Wisconsin shot 21% from three. If you would have told me Wisconsin would shoot 21% from three against Purdue, I would have assumed they lost and lost handily. Lost by 10 points at least. But yeah, tough game for Purdue to lose, but before we get into Wisconsin, but that could be a blessing in disguise because the Big Ten champs in recent memory have struggled in the NCAA tournament. Purdue's been there, done that, winning Big Ten champs. So could be a blessing in disguise for them to rest up. You know, Edey and Smith have gotten banged up a little bit lately, can rest up, make some noise in the tournament. Edey was a man, knocking down all his free throws in crunch time, but Purdue did cough the ball up, and Wisconsin's defense was fantastic this game. Lawyer, Smith, and Jones, none of them scored 10 points. And Chucky Hepburn was easily the MVP for this game for Wisconsin. Wisconsin goes as far as Chucky Hepburn takes him. This is the guy that we thought Chucky is capable of being. And his defense on Smith, the whole game, not just that last charge, his whole game, it was incredible. And Lawyer, he had one field goal, he had one three-pointer, but all his 6 of his 9 points came from the free throw line. And some of that was just because he's a skinny dude and he got bumped by bigger guys and he got a foul call. But yeah, if you're Wisconsin, this is super encouraging. Going 7 of 32 from three with a plethora of calls that were just objectively bad. There were some bad calls. I think that out of bounds play, or that play where Storr got blocked driving to the hoop and Colvin saved the ball when he was out of bounds, and the ref passionately pointed Purdue ball. But Storr was bleeding on that play. You had Wall ripping through, and Edey's arms were all entangled. No call. Edey bulldozing down the lane, running over Wall for Wall's 5th foul. That was a terrible call. You know, Winter got a bad 5th foul call. I mean, there were some bad calls, but with some bad calls going against Wisconsin, shooting that poorly to beat Purdue is highly impressive. Carter Gilmore, shout out to him, because when Purdue does that zone where they have Edey not even guarding his assignment, just camping on the lane like it's an 8th grade game, just putting the tall guy in the lane and making the other team shoot. You gotta shoot it and shout. I actually have no problem with Wall shooting those shots. I thought 3 of those 4 shots looked good, hit the back iron, it didn't go in, but you gotta shoot that. Ilmer's gotta shoot that. Gilmore's gotta shoot that. And once you see it fall through, I feel like these guys are capable of making more shots than their statistics have shown. I think it's all mental for them. So Gilmore hitting a huge shot in crunch time was massive. And I thought he did a good job against Edey in overtime once Wall and Winter fouled out. But yeah, great call. I thought Gard should probably go for the win at the end of regulation. I was thinking it's going to be tough to beat Purdue without Stephen Crowell and Winter and Wall having 4 fouls. But, you know, he drew up a great play. Chucky made a huge play to the hoop. But yeah, Chucky had a clutch shot. You know, Klesman's just a dog with the game winner. Wisconsin's ceiling, they're back. This is the team from January. This team's ceiling is super high. They can make a Final Four. Clip this right now. Wisconsin can make a Final Four, and so can Purdue. I mean, who knows? Maybe they'll be in the same region and they'll have a matchup in the Elite Eight. I think both teams are dangerous heading into March. Greg Gard. Actually, I'll talk about AJ Storr real quick. AJ Storr, if he keeps playing like this, he's going to soar up draft boards. I mean, a good March can just elevate your stock incredibly. And Storr is looking like an NBA player out there. He's just been a bucket. Super impressive from him. If he has a hot March, Wisconsin fans, all I say is just soak in these moments of seeing Storr in a Badger jersey. And then Greg Gard, I was questioning him. I was saying, you've just seen this over years where the Wisconsin teams, they lose their confidence and they play so tight and they go on these skids. And it was just the same story, but for whatever changed heading to this big tournament, Greg Gard and the team have responded incredibly. And yeah, I think this Wisconsin team, I'd have no idea. Wisconsin will be seeded from somewhere, I would guess, from 4 to 7. Regardless of what happens tomorrow, because it doesn't really matter that much for seeding. The committee's got their bracket set up. But this team, let's say Wisconsin's a 6 seed. I would not want to be that 11. I would not want to be that 3. And a matchup I would really like is if Wisconsin get a 6 and they get matched up with Creighton as the 3. But that's all I got for you. Huge game for Wisconsin. That's why college basketball is the best sport on the planet. Hope you enjoyed it. Purdue fans, it stings, but this might be for the better. And Wisconsin, they're showing the team that they can be. And yeah, that's all I got for you. Thank you very much for making it to the end of the video. If it's your first video, make sure to like and subscribe for more college basketball content, and I'll see you next time.